fam, it's C and welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday, so it's filming day again. I'm vlogging and I'm just at Glass Onions having breakfast with Tiffany. So, hey, how are you? Oh yeah, update, I still don't have my phone. So yeah, it's been quite difficult without it and I feel even more disconnected and I hate it so much, but a new one is on its way, so I'm very grateful. But yeah, it's been a tough couple of days without my phone. I'm just gonna be honest with you all. Guys, so it is around 10 a.m. Well, it's 10 to 10 and me and Tiff are doing yoga, so there's a class at 10 o'clock. I'm semi-running late so I gotta get changed, but that's okay. It's just a hot yoga class. I'm quite excited. I feel like I haven't done yoga in a while actually. Keen to get stretched out, especially hot yoga. I feel so like refreshed afterwards. But to be honest, I don't really think I sweat that much because I never sweat in a hot yoga session. I never sweat at all actually. Weird. Okay guys, I just finished yoga. Now I'm going to play around. Of making lunch, Tiff texted me and she was at work, so I dropped her off because she doesn't have a car. Her boyfriend has it at the moment, and she messaged me and she said that she has the vomiting bug, so I had to go pick her up. And I'm just having lunch now. She's in the shower and I'm probably just going to have to take care of Tiffany. Oh, the poor thing, the vomiting bug is absolutely horrific. At first we actually thought she had a sore stomach ache from dairy because I've got her off dairy for like the last few weeks and she's feeling absolutely amazing. And then yesterday she had a couple of like sources of dairy, so she had I think cheese and just a bit of milk or something, and she felt crap all day. Like her stomach was bad and she just felt like drowsy, and we just thought it was like a carry-on from today. But we figured out she actually has a vomiting bug, and I was like, you know what, I bet dairy bloody brought that on. Okay guys, so while Tiff is asleep, I'm just going to head to the food shop. I'm going to do like a mini haul for the week because it's Sunday and I have no food at home. So if I have time, I might do a little prep. I'm not too sure, but I'll just show you what type of food I get for the start of the week. Be prepared guys, be prepared. Also, car update. I haven't got my car yet. He hasn't been able to fix the last part because it has been raining. But I'm pretty sure it's not raining anymore. You could be fixing it right now. Anyway, at least my mechanic has lent me his car, so I'm using his car. It's a black Commodore. It is, yeah, it's great. It's a commie. Nothing against commies, I'm just not a commie girl. But yeah, anyway, I'm grateful. Very grateful. I'm just driving his car around. Okay, it's not starting. Hear that engine? My hair, put my makeup on. It's Friday night and I won't be long till I hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor. I got all I need. Okay, so I've just finished at the shops and I've got my boxes and bags. I forgot my recyclable bag, so I had to buy some. $3, not too bad. Plastic is not cool, guys. Not cool. So I've realised I didn't really need to buy too much because I've got all like my grains at home, so my rice, my oats and all that. So I've just bought like lettuce, kale, some herbs, so coriander. I'm absolutely obsessed with coriander. Almond milk. This one is unsweetened vanilla flavour, so good. These are Hawaiian sweet potatoes, I think they're called, or Japanese. One or the other, but they're white on the outside and purple on the inside. They are amazing. Fresh tomatoes. I got 2 big blocks of tofu. This is the brand that I use. It's firm tofu because silken is rank. And then I've just got a big bottle of coconut water. And I have got Tiff one as well because she's still at home, and I've heard if people have the flu it's good to give them like hydrolyte or coconut water because it has really good hydration and electrolytes in it. So normal water just doesn't, you know, hydrate them as much as coconut water or like a hydrolyte drink does. So I got her this. So yes, that is just me for a couple of days. I don't really do weekly hauls because right now I don't have a fridge or my own fridge, and I don't want to be taking up my whole family's fridge. I only have like a little section of it. So I'll cook up either tonight or tomorrow night. I'll cook up a big batch of these tofu, like just in little chunks. I've uploaded a recipe video already. It's up on my channel. I'll just pop it up here so you guys can have a look at that. Just head over there. And yeah, so I'll just pop that up in big chunks and just chuck it in a meal whenever. I'll actually, at the start of the week, I'll cook it. I'll semi-cook it. And then I'll put it in the fridge. And then when I want it, I'll put it back in the oven. So then it's, I don't know, fresher, I guess. And then, yeah, I'll put it back in the oven for like 20 minutes. And then these I will cook as well. So I'll peel them, then I'll chop them up and I'll cook them, and then I'll just pop them in the fridge. I feel like they last around 3 days, 3-4 days. I don't know if I can leave them that long, but they still taste okay. And then everything else I just make on hand. Even my rice, sometimes I prep. So I'll cook like, let's say like a bunch of rice that will last me like 1 or 2 days. I probably wouldn't leave rice in the fridge longer than 2 days. It would definitely go off. So yeah, I like to prep everything. I just feel as though it's so much easier to not stress when you're on your way home for lunch and you're starving and you feel like you need to cook so much food, and it's so much easier to eat healthier when everything is there for you. Oh, and I also got myself one of these, a banana bread flavored. I've been looking for these for a while actually because they're really good. The protein isn't that high unfortunately, but they're really yum because I had the banana bread flavored one time, and I've been looking everywhere for the banana bread flavored because they've only had the bloody, like, I don't know, cherry ripe or some shit, and I fucking hate cherry ripe. Oh, actually I want that now. I hate cherry ripe, and I've been looking for the banana bread flavor because it's the only one I like, and I got it, and I'm gonna have it now. And I also got myself another coffee because I love coffee, and it's Sunday and I can have coffee every day, I guess. I love coffee. And so how's I got my nails done yesterday? Purely because of the fact that I have been watching my YouTube videos lately, and not only do I use my hands so much, I do a lot of weird hand gestures. I'm spewing that I'm telling you guys this now because now you're gonna notice it, but like I don't know, I always do weird hand things. Like I'll pose in a photo and like my hands will be like this, or like I'll be talking and I'll be like pointing or something and they'll be like this. And I'm like, and they look so much worse when my nails are crap, when they're short and stumpy, because I don't know, like everything else of me grows. My toenail grows, my hair grows, just my fingernails don't grow, and I do bite them. Yeah, it's a habit I do need to change. But yeah, so I've got my nails done and I feel nice and fresh. I haven't had them done in so long because I kind of swore to myself I wouldn't get them done because they thin my nails out heaps. But like my nails aren't growing from that, so I'm just like, who cares? I'm already wrecking bad nails. Oh well, what's worse gonna happen? They're not gonna fall off. So yeah, now that if I make weird hand gestures in my videos, it's not as gross because they're not these short, stumpy little nails. Now it's just this weird fucking T-Rex. Also, shout out to my little sis for letting me use her phone for the day. I am stoked. I've just put my SIM in it, even though it looks like a bloody iPhone 2. The screen is so small you can't really notice it, but it is so small. Like my phone's like this big. This one, like, Can barely see. Jesus. Can you see that? Can't even see. It's so small. No, I'm over exaggerating. It's not that bad. I'm grateful. Thanks, sis. Share with you all. Over the past 3 days or so, I have been experiencing really bad stomach pains, gas, bloating, all of that whatnot, just purely from eating out and eating foods that I know are bad for my stomach and just not being conscious of what I'm having and putting into my body basically. And I'm aware of that and I'm totally okay with that. But from my past, I know that I used to struggle really badly with stomach pains and bloating and gassy and all of that. And it had a massive impact with my bad relationship with food in the past. And it wasn't until at least 2 years later until I figured out that I actually had irritable bowel syndrome, and I had to be mindful of what I was putting into my body and the combinations I was making, and really just the foods that didn't work for me. So this brings me to the topic that so many people have asked me to talk about in my channel, and that is how to reduce bloating. Because it was something that I did severely suffer with in the past, and I know how much of an impact it can make you feel mentally towards yourself, towards going out, and it was just one of my main securities. And I know that there is so many girls who can relate with that, and if there is a few things that we can do in our everyday life to prevent that, then why not? So first of all, my tip would be to rule out all allergies. So making sure that you're not wheat, lactose intolerant, or do not have irritable bowel syndrome, because these can be a main cause towards your bloating or just any irritableness with the bowel. But making sure that you have been diagnosed by a doctor. So many people self-diagnose themselves with all these allergies. So then they are unnecessarily limiting such a wide range of grains and vegetables because they think they have allergies towards them, when really they're just doing a couple of things wrong. So if you haven't been diagnosed, then there are a couple of steps that you could be doing in your everyday life to reduce bloating altogether. My tip number 2 would be to limit all carbonated drinks altogether. Personally, I do not think that you should incorporate these at all into your diet. So like soft drinks like Coke or Coke Zero, even ones that have no calorie and no sugar in them. The fizz can still cause irritableness within you, and the gas actually builds up in your bowel, which causes it to bloat or have that really uncomfortable feeling within your stomach. Personally, I do not think that these should be in your diet at all because they are not healthy or beneficial for your health whatsoever. My tip number 3 would be to limit all sodium. Highly processed foods tend to be quite high in sodium and low in fiber, and these both are strong contributors to creating that gassy and bloaty feeling. What sodium actually does, it holds on to a lot of fluid retention, which also can give you that puffy, bloated look. So I would just suggest to be more mindful of the foods that you are putting into your body and start to make a habit with reading the labels of packaged foods and try to aim for a maximum of 500 milligrams per serve. My tip number 4 would be wash your legumes and vegetables. Because yes, I know that beans have such a bad name when it comes to gas and that bloating feeling. But so many people exclude these healthy, nutritional dense foods from their diet just purely because they're afraid that it will make them gassy. So this isn't the case for everyone. So make sure that you do, before you start to limit all the legumes and vegetables that you think that could be contributing to your gassiness, make sure that you do wash them first. But if you feel like that after this you still have irritableness towards these foods, just try to eat legumes in small doses and try to limit your acidic vegetables intake. So the veggies like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, onion, all them, they can be a massive contributor into feeling bloated. I know that myself, I can't actually have onion because that ain't pretty when I have onion. And if you are unsure what alkaline and acidic vegetables are, just head over to Google. Just literally look up acidic and alkaline vegetable chart and it should show you what is high in acidic and what is high in alkaline. And try to stick to more alkaline vegetables if you feel like the acidic is making you feel funny in the tummy. And my tip number 5 would be to eat regularly. And I'm talking from experience here. If you're skipping meals or just not eating enough, your body actually produces a thing called enzyme, causing your stomach to react and actually giving you an inflammation within your bowel. So that buildup of acidic will not only make you bloat, but it will give you an awful cramping pain. So I suggest eating more regularly throughout the day and making sure you're eating enough, because trust me, skipping meals, they aren't gonna help with bloating. It's going to make it worse. And tip number 6 would be to not drink any liquid within a time frame of 30 minutes before and after your meal times. I have found that, especially within my bowels, that if I'm not drinking with my meals, I'm allowing my food to digest more naturally on its own. And tip number 7 would be to be mindful of your food combining. Everyone reacts differently to certain foods and intolerances that they combine together. So I highly suggest to have fruit and cooked foods separately and not combining them together within a meal. Especially melons. Try to keep your melons early in the morning rather than in the afternoon, because if you are eating high watery content foods after cooked dense foods, the high watery foods will actually digest a lot quicker than the cooked foods. So therefore it will actually just clash and react really badly within your stomach. But this isn't the case for everyone. This is only if you're finding that you do react funny with certain food combinings. I know that I do. I can have fruit within a time frame of an hour after a cooked food. I know that, but some people that's not the case. Some people, they can't actually consume fruit at all after they have had cooked food. And that's just, you just got to be mindful of your bowel and what's going to work for you and what isn't going to work for you. But yes, I do highly suggest that keeping your fruit and cooked food separate. So guys, I hope these 7 tips have helped you, and if they have, please let me know in the comments below, because I would just love to hear it. And these are just the 7 tips that I like to incorporate in my everyday life, because I have really struggled in the past with my irritable bowel and just food combining and all that whatnot. And I know that having these 7 tips in my mind and just using them daily, it really does help with reduced bloating and all uncomfortableness within your bowel. So I really hope that this has helped you guys, because this is what helps me, and I know that it can help some people out there. You just got to be mindful of what is going to help you. Anywho, this brings me to the end of my video, and if you are new here, make sure you do subscribe, because it really supports my channel. I hope you like this video, and hello to all my regulars, you know I love you. And remember, if these tips did help you, please leave a comment below, because it will make me so happy. And don't forget to follow me on my Instagram so you can keep updated with all my whatnot. Anyway, I love you so much. Bye.